Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole, and today I'm here with a very informative topic. Um, I wanted to talk today about what is coming up, what we can expect, and what we are to expect. Now, this has been something that God has been working on for quite some time. And he's been having certain individuals going through certain strenuous trainings, um, going through the fire, the refiner's fire. But these individuals have been through the refiner's fire multiple times. They've been tested through their with their heart posture, what's in their hearts. They've been tested through being good stewards, whether over finances, over the people that he's trusted them with. They've basically been faithful with the few. And so that, as a result of that, and passing the test, even the Job test, many have gone through tests that are similar to that of Job in the Bible, where the enemy tested and tested and tested to the point where sometimes you even felt that God just wasn't there, and he was allowing the enemy to take you through whatever that test was, or I'm sorry, whatever those trials was that the enemy took you through. You felt like God wasn't there, but the whole time God was there. Just like in Job, he allowed the enemy to test Job. That's the same thing he allowed with you all. And the reason for this is because God is, he's positioning people. There's some things that are taking place, whereas before there were people in certain positions and they abused their positions, and now God is about to put these people that he's taken through the test, he's raised up, he's trained himself. He's getting ready to put some of these individuals in those positions. The people that were there before, they abused those positions, they mistreated his people, they brought harm, havoc, destruction, and ruin on his people. And at this point, God is removing, he's doing a big removal, and he's putting these people that he's tried and put through the test in these positions. And this has been a long time coming. God has been working on this for a while. And I actually had a dream about this some years ago, and I did not understand at first what I knew what the dream was saying, but because I could not see it happening externally, like in the natural, I just didn't see it. I wasn't fully understanding or of what was going on. But then fast forward years later, I see it where there were some people in positions on the seven mountains of influence, that are that have, some have already been brought down, some are being exposed, some are getting to that point where they're about to be brought down. So it's been in the public eye, but like I said, I saw it. I got it in a dream years ago, but I didn't see it. Because I didn't know what was going on behind closed doors. But there were people in positions that were causing people to compromise their morals, their integrity, their religion, their just, it's so many things they were causing these people to do in order to get certain opportunities, and God is putting an end to it. We have reached that point where God is he's putting his people in these positions. He's removing those people, these people that had satanic agendas and selfish ambitions, and were making these people compromise who they were He's removing those people from those positions, and he's putting his people in those positions. And when I say the 7 mountains of influence, I mean the media, if I can remember them all, media, entertainment and media, I think is one, religion, goodness, it's many. I don't remember all of them, but more specifically, I was able to witness the ones that are in entertainment, religion, and some other parts, so some other mountains. I was able to see that he showed me in my dream. And then there's going to be some exposure as well, like I mentioned before, of these people, these big name people that so many people looked up to, where they were in positions as gatekeepers, and they were making it so hard for people to do whatever it was that God was calling them to do, whatever their calling or their purpose was. And so God has been speaking to me to let me know that this is what he's getting ready to do. The time has come. So when we speak about wealth transfer, and you hear people saying wealth transfer, this is actually part of that as well, where the people that are being taken down, they're being taken down and they're being stripped of everything, and is being transferred or given to who it was supposed to be given to anyway, and that was God's people. So the wrong people were put in these places, in these positions, by wrong means, and they sat in these positions for a long time, ruining lives, and just with their satanic agendas. And now God is putting his people in position, in these positions as gatekeepers, doorkeepers, different positions like that. So like I said, when you speak of wealth transfer, these people are being stripped, and that the wealth is being transferred back to God's people. His people are being put back into position. And like I said, this has been a long time coming. He's been raising up and training his people for quite some time. So they've gone through lots of training, testing, trials and tribulations, to ensure that they don't, they're prepared and they're fit for that role. And that, he tested them to the point where he made sure that once they were placed in a certain position or a certain role, they won't be compromised. So that is the point of the strenuous test. So if this applies to you, you may realize that you went through so much. And like I said, like Job, at times you felt like God was quiet. He wasn't there. He was silent, and it was just allowing all these things to happen to you. But in reality, he was only testing you. He was testing you even in the areas of finances. He was testing you in the areas of finances because you had to pass that test. God had to make sure that no matter what you had, no matter what situation you were in, you will always, lean on him. You will always remember he was your source, and that you would not compromise in no way for money. You would not compromise in no way for an opportunity. You will only walk into those things that God has told you to walk into. You will only do things that were morally and ethically integral when it came to receiving money, spending money, or giving, and all these different things that God has taken you through to ensure that you are fit for this position. Because so many people, when they get to a certain level of authority, they abuse it. And God needed to make sure that you would not be that person, that you would not do that, you would not abuse it. So yes, it is getting ready to be removals. People are being removed, and he's getting ready to replace his people, and bring down that satanic agenda that has been in Hollywood, that has been in all these different places, that we've witnessed. Some of us have witnessed or heard about. So he's getting ready to do like this. I've heard people say it as change of guards, and that is true. He's changing the guards. He's getting ready to do that. People that have been tried and true, that he was able to trust with the little, And now he's going to give them very much because he could trust them with his people. He can trust that they are going to treat his people with respect, and that they're going to uphold integrity. These people hold integrity as like they understand that how important integrity is, and so they walk in integrity. And these are the people that he's trusting to put in this position. These people he know that they're not going to be compromised because of money, because they've been placed in situations when they didn't have much of anything, and they still stuck by God. They still held true to their relationship with him, and their knowing in their faith that he would provide and make sure they're good. And if they're going through anything, it's because he's allowing it. Just like Job did not, no matter what Job went through, he did not curse God. His wife even told him to curse God. Job's children were taken away. Everything was taken away from Job, but Job did not curse God. Job was hit with infirmity in his body, but he still did not curse God. And these are the people that God is raising up right now. People that he's had walking on water where they didn't know where their next meal was going to come from. But God, the word tells us we're not supposed to worry about that. And they held true to that living word, and they did not worry, and God always provided for them. So anyway, yeah, this was something that like I said, it came to me in a dream years ago, and God has been speaking on it lately, and he wanted me to come forth and give this word to so that people are just aware of what season we're going into. So when they begin to see these big changes, they understand what's going on, and to also bring truth and understanding in what's going on when you see these big name people being brought down. It just means that God is now he's now moving. He's exposing. His glory is coming in, and he's getting ready to do what he need to do, and that's bring people out. So when people are questioning God and why God this and why God that, now you're seeing God step in, the one true living God stepping in to save his people. His people have cried out against these people that have taken them through all of this, that have snatched opportunities away from them because they wouldn't do something compromising, or just for whatever reason that was against morals and ethics. He's snatching these people out and putting more integral people in these more integral people that won't be compromised, that won't treat people badly, that won't make people do things that is just detestable in God's sight. So I pray that this message really helps someone. I pray that this was some information that was really valuable to you. And until next time, you have a good one. Bye.